What's good, guys? This is Kid Achilles, and it is chapter review time. So I got to this one a little later than I intended to, but there's a break this week, so yeah, let's get into it. So we pick up right where the last one left off, and there's the huge clash between Kaido and Luffy. While that's going on, Kaido is telling Luffy that, that he can't change the world. Now, something that's like really impressive to me about Kaido so far, other than just overwhelming power, one of Kaido's most useful tactics on a grand and personal scale is just incredible demoralization. So this kicks us into what we've all been waiting for, finally a Kaido flashback. So we learn that he is the ultimate soldier in a place called Vodka Kingdom at just 10 years old. And before I get too much farther, I did just want to say that getting into this flashback, it kind of tells us why Kaido uses demoralization the way that he does. He's forced to live under the heel of the celestial dragons and the world government, and you aren't really allowed to have a sense of self when you have to live under these conditions. He's a child soldier. But anyway, he's too strong for his country to control, and so they trade him off to the Navy in exchange for a place at the next reverie. The Navy gets Kaido, and as we know about the Navy, or I guess the Marines in One Piece, is that they're all about getting strong youths and training them up, whether it's the children they recruit for like CP9 and CP0, or just children in general that they use for the Marine ranks. But Kaido manages to escape. We see Full Lead where he joins up with the Rocks Pirates. Alright, so we know that he's joined up with the Rocks Pirates at this point, and they're going off to God Valley. So I got like super excited when I saw this part, because I thought we were going to get like an in-depth kind of account of what happened from Kaido's point of view at God Valley. But of course we kind of just got the tidbits. But this part left me with some questions. We know that the Rocks Pirates are defeated, and we see that here in the chapter. But we also see Big Mom kind of berating Kaido for some reason, asking where he went. So that left me kind of wondering, did Kaido abandon the Rocks Pirates at God Valley when it was kind of certain that they were going to be defeated by Roger and Garp? Did he leave after they were defeated? Maybe feeling like the crew wasn't as strong as he was led to believe since they were defeated by Roger and Garp. Anyway, Kaido escapes. Alright, so we fast forward and Kaido has kind of assembled his crew, and we see him talking to King. Now this was super interesting because this is where we learned that King is actually the one that was waiting for Joy Boy, not particularly Kaido. So Kaido got wind of this from King, which leaves me wondering, what exactly do the Lunarians know about Joy Boy that King would have maybe heard from them? Because other than Kaido and the world government, we don't really know who else King would have had exposure to outside of the Lunarians, his native race. Alright, so we see the old hag give Kaido the idea for the weapons trade, which we obviously know that he implements on Wano. Alright, so we see the CP0 dude escape with the funky mask. So he'll probably report what's going on to the world government, and then I reckon that's how we'll see the update on bounties. I'm pretty excited to see what the new bounties are going to be. Obviously, like especially Luffy's, once word gets around that he's faded a Yonko. Also Law and Kid, gotta give them props too, because Big Mom is taking a big nap. Everyone washes out of Onigashima. The flame clouds disappear, which means Kaido is on his way out. Those flame clouds are, kind of representative of the stamina that he has left, because if he's not up, then there are no flame clouds to hold up Onigashima. But Momo finally produces flame clouds, and that tires him out, and you kind of see him falling down to the earth. This is obviously pretty symbolic, because with Kaido's defeat, he won't be the ruler of Wano anymore, and Momo will step into Wano to kind of support it in lieu of Kaido. So cool little visual representation of, the change in power that's going to occur on Wano once this is all over. Alright, back to the clash. We see Kaido's asking Luffy what kind of world he can create. And this is a cool moment because, again, obviously these are opposing forces. Kaido being the force that wants to create a world where not everyone gets to eat and only the powerful can eat. Luffy tells him that he wants to create a world where everyone can eat. So Luffy did what Luffy always does and beat the fucking flashback out of him. So this is where we see Kaido tell King that Joy Boy is going to be the one that finally defeats him one day. Now this clears a few things up for me, because I know in previous chapters when Kaido first knocked Luffy off of Onigashima and he fell into the sea unconscious, he says that you couldn't be Joy Boy either. And in that instance, it seemed to me like he was reflecting on himself not being Joy Boy, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We kind of learn here that the Joy Boy, he's referencing all the people that have challenged before that he's defeated, who obviously couldn't be Joy Boy because they couldn't beat him. And then it cuts to Kaido. But what I didn't notice before is that it looks like Luffy knocked Kaido into the ground. There is a fucking dragon-shaped spiral in the ground, so it's looking pretty final. I think Kaido might be out for the count. But yeah, as far as this chapter goes, I really enjoyed it. I wish we would have gotten more out of the flashback. I think that we've been in Wano for a really long time, and you know, for a lot of that time we didn't really know jack shit about Kaido, and you know, the stuff that we have learned has been pretty cool, but also seeming like it's going to lead up to a bigger reveal. So it'd be cool if we got, you know, more of a fleshed out backstory, but it doesn't really seem like that's going to happen at this point. Yeah, super brief, especially compared to, you know, flashbacks we've gotten from other characters, like even just Big Mom. But yeah, man, hey, I guess it's better than nothing. But yeah, I'm glad that things are wrapping up here. It's going to be a long break week, but I'm excited to see what 1050 has to offer. I don't know if we can expect like Luffy versus Kaido title, but I always like to see it. So I guess we'll see. All right, but yeah, this has been Kid Achilles. Until next time, peace out.